Hey guys, I'm so excited to come back with another video. I just have so much going on in my mind and stuff, so I'm just so excited to be able to share that with you guys. Of course, I know a lot of you guys, a lot of you guys are probably wondering what's going on right here. Please excuse my towel wrap. I'm actually preparing my hair. I'm going to be doing some mini twists in the upcoming week, and I just really wanted to wash my hair, get that buildup off of my scalp. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a vinegar, like I made a vinegar mixture, and I just put that on the scalp to remove the buildup. So what is the vinegar mixture? It's just 1 part vinegar, 2 parts water. So you could use these bottles as a guide, and you could get these at your local beauty supply stores like I did. That is what's going on right here. So there's your explanation. But I really wanted to come on here today and just kind of talk about what's been on my mind, because what I recognized is sometimes what you're going through, somebody else may be going through the same thing, and you may be able to say something that might encourage and inspire that next person. So I'm all about sharing. Sharing is caring. So yes, so if you saw my last video, I was going on and on about like pulling myself up out of the dumps, and part of the reason why I was in the dumps was because, you know, I'm a new graduate, and I'm putting myself out there in the career world, and it just seems like I'm getting no, you're not good enough, you're not experienced enough, you gotta keep working and building your credentials for your resume and stuff like that for you to be an attractive candidate for these positions and stuff. So I had been carrying that around, and I had that in my head, and I had been carrying that around. And so what I decided to do, even though I have a degree in a specific major, what I decided to do was I was like, you know what, maybe I should consider trying out for what would be considered secretarial positions or like assistant type positions, because what I want to do is get my foot in the door. So I had been doing that. I had been filling out positions here and there, you know, and working with staffing agencies and just telling them, you know, I need to at least get in my foot in the door. Give me an assistant position. I want to do it. I'll just do it. So in the midst of that, I had been talking to some friends who, you know, kind of shared what's been going on in their life, and, you know, they really shared how they changed their mentality on looking at certain things. And for example, I have a friend who's going out for her MBA, and, you know, she was very uncertain about a lot of things, you know, payment and, you know, location and all this type of stuff. But she was like, you know what, she's going to take a moment to be silent and follow her intuition and just allow herself to be led. If it's the right thing, things will just fall into place. And she and I had been talking about that for a while now, for months probably, if not months, weeks. I just feel like it's been a long time that she and I have been talking about that. And long story short, she's allowing herself to be led into the right opportunity, and things are just falling into place for her. And I'm just watching, you know, her growth and development through this whole process of just trusting that the right thing is going to come her way. I'm just watching her just believe and trust that she's worthy to receive these amazing things, and it's just so awesome. So that really inspired me, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to do that too. I'm going to believe that I'm going to, if not fall, I don't want to say fall into the right position, but I want to be, first of all, our whole thing is that we want to be in the right job for ourselves. We want to have the right career, because it's something that you have to do every day. So I am believing that I'm going to be led to the right situation, the right career. I don't know how that's going to work out, but I'm going to take the time and go to that still place where I could just listen and hear and just believe that the right things will come to me. And that's the point of where I am right now. I hope that makes sense. But anyways, I said all of that to say, my sister and I were having a conversation like a couple days ago, and I'm listening to them. They were going back and forth about some stuff, and she was sharing everything that she was going through again. And just like that, I heard in my mind, I heard the voice, I heard the voice say, "You're nobody's assistant. You're nobody's assistant." That's exactly what the voice said. And I remember I was sitting down, I just stood up, and I was like, it just gave me this feeling of, oh my gosh, okay. So that just let me know, like, oh my gosh, like sometimes we try and limit ourselves, and sometimes we try and put ourselves in some type of box, and we try and reduce ourselves because everybody's telling us certain things and such and whatever and so on and so forth. But just me hearing that allowed me to reconsider my mentality and reconsider the way that I was putting myself out there into the career field. Or it could be like the way you're carrying yourself and you're putting yourself out there for people to receive you. So I received that. I was like, you know what? I'm nobody's assistant. I went to school. While I was going to school, I was working full time. While I was going to school and working full time, I was commuting back and forth 2 hours each way. I was still able to get my assignments done on time. I was still able to fulfill my requirements at work. I'm a heavy hitter. I'm somebody that you need in your organization. And you know what? I'm somebody that could probably have my own organization and it could do well too. So you see how that just turned around right there? You see how like it's almost like I just woke up, and you know what? Tomorrow it's Sunday, tonight is Sunday. And I usually give myself the weekend off from putting myself out there and filling out applications and stuff like that. But I'm just so excited to have that change in mentality, that change in thinking that'll allow me to start the week off putting myself out there in a fashion that'll allow me to be more than an assistant, And that's not to say that there's something wrong with being an assistant, or something wrong with being, clerical or secretary or something like that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, because many people do it, and that's okay. But for Shauna, for me, I know that I can do more, and I know that I've been an assistant. I've been an assistant. I've been a secretary and all those types of jobs, but something inside me is telling me that there's more, and I'm going to trust that. I'm going to follow that. I don't exactly know what that means, or as far as the details, the specific details, but generally the broad picture of everything is, I realize that there's more out there for me, and I'm going to do whatever I can to get it. So I'm just so excited to be thinking like that, and I hope, as always, I hope that what I'm saying can speak to somebody who's watching me, and just listen, just take a minute, just sit and just realize what you could bring to the table, and realize that you have so much to offer. And you may not know the fine details, the specific tiny little details, But if you start thinking that way, I'm sure, I can only imagine that things will fall into place. And it has for so many successful people. That's how they've started. It started with them thinking a certain way. So I feel like I'm just like so energetic. It just gives me so much energy to, you know, share this and just think like this. And I'm just so excited. So I hope somebody, I'll say it again, I hope somebody out there gets it and understands what I'm trying to say, and you just go for it. Just be led. Realize your worth. Just take a moment, sit there, realize your worth, and just be led, and things will fall right into place. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed. Know that you're beautiful. Know that you're worth it. You're worth good things. And until the next video, see you soon.